Welcome to AutoCAD Drawings Exercise 4. Now we are going to make some drawings on this particular drawing that we have here. And in this drawing we'll now be using the angles, whereby we will be defining the length and the distance. So before then we will just first start with the normal one, which is creating the outer drawing, which is the rectangle, which has an origin of 0 by 0, and it has another corner point which is 10 by 7. Therefore we go to our program, then I click on the rectangle. After clicking rectangle, I specify the first corner point, which is 0, 0. Then I click enter and I specify the other corner point, which is 10, 7. Then I click enter. After that I come and click on the pan. Then I can move that specific rectangle and you can zoom it the way you want and just press escape on your keyboard. After that we will now proceed and pick the first point, which is 1, 1, and the other corner point is 2, 2. So I go back to our program, I click a line, then I specify the first point, which is 1, 1, then I press enter. Then I specify the next point, which is 2, 2, then I click enter. After that I make this line a straight line, and we can check on the length, which is 3, and coming down we have 1, then a straight line of 2. So I'll go back to my program, I come straight with 3, I click enter. Then coming down on a straight line we have 1, click enter. Then we have a straight line of 2, I click enter. So after drawing that, we have the other dimension here, which has a length of 2 and it has an angle of 135. So when we want to make a drawing using the angle that we have, which is 135, what we consider is the outside angle. So what you need to do is you assume that you have extended this line, and we obviously know that a straight line usually has 180 degrees. Therefore when we have this, when we want to put dimensions, or when we want to draw this inside angle here of 135, we will consider the outside angle. Therefore we will say it is 180 degrees minus 135 degrees, which will give us 45 degrees. Therefore when you want to insert that, you start with, you write at length less than distance. So at distance, okay, we say at distance less than the angle. Therefore we have a distance of 2 here, and the outside angle we have said is 45. Therefore we go back to our program, we click shift and 2, which is at, we insert less at what? At distance. So the distance should be 2, or the length. So the length is 2 less than the outside angle, which you have said is 45. Then we click enter, and you can see that it has inserted that specific angle. After that we have a straight line here, which has 3, because this line here is a perpendicular, the outside angle. It's a perpendicular line, which is obvious 90 degrees. 90 degrees is just a straight line, and it has a length of 3. Then from this point here to this is 1. Therefore I'm going to put a straight line we write 3, and I click enter. Then another straight line of 1, I click enter. Then going upward, let's see, going upward we still have 1, then a straight line of 3. So I'm going upwards of, make sure it's a straight line, which is 1, click enter. Then a straight line of 3, click enter. Then coming down we have 1.4, click enter. After 1.4 we have a straight line of 2.6. So a straight line of, you write 2.6, then you click enter. Then you join this line, you just join there and you press that particular line, then you click enter, and we have our drawing there. So after making that drawing, we are now going to apply the dimensions to see if we have the specific points as the ones which we have provided. Therefore, I'll go back to my program and go to dimensions, then I click on leader. I click this point here, click any of your choice, you click again, then you send, you press enter, and you press enter again to insert the values, which is 0, 0, then we press OK. After that we go again to dimension, I click leader, I click on the start point, and I can click here, I click any place of my choice, then I click enter, enter again. This is 1, 1, then we press OK. After that, I can go again to dimension. We have leader, I can click this point here, I can click there, can I click another point there, I click enter, enter. This is 2, 2, then I press OK. After that I can go to dimension, I click linear, I click from this point up to this point whereby we have 3. Then I can go to dimension again, I click linear from this point to this point, which is 1, go to linear from this point to this point, which is 2. Then now I go to dimension, and now I'm going to click angular. So click angular, then you click the line that you want. I said you go to dimension, you click angular, then you click the both line, this line and the other line where we want to insert the degrees. So you can just click there, and you can see that we have 135 degrees. Again dimension, click on angular again, you click the line and the other line where you want to put the degrees. You can have them there and you just click. After that you can go to dimension, I click linear, I can click this point here, I click on this point there, you can see that we have a length of 3. Again I go to dimension, linear, I have this point here up to this point here, but we have 1. Then let me put it at the top side, dimension, linear, that point and this point, which is 1. Then I can again go to dimension, linear, from this point up to this point, which is also 1. Then dimension, linear, from this top here up to this point we have 3. Again go to dimension, I click linear, from this point to this point you can see we have 1.4. dimension linear from this point to this point. Let me redo it. You click dimension linear, you make sure that you click the specific points, so it's up to this point which is 2.6. So that is it. We have made the drawing, and we have also made the specific dimensions for each particular point given. So we are done with this drawing. Thank you for watching this video.